Hello and welcome to a new episode of Train Set, and today we're at Great Wymondley on the East Coast Main Line, waiting to see service from Great Northern, Thames Link, Grand Central, Hull Trains, London North Eastern Railway, and with any luck, some freight as well. Unfortunately, you won't be seeing Lumo, I'm afraid, because there's a problem with safety on board. But hopefully one will come through, hopefully in the afternoon if I remain here. So, yeah, also, just to say, it'll be 3 parts, so I'll tell you what they are. It is 1.5 hour part 1, 1.5 hour part 2, and 1 hour part 3. So, with that being said, let's see what shall turn up. Okay, the first train to pass by is a pair of... the first train to pass by is a pair of Great Northern 307s. 307 109 leading. With 307 126 bringing up the rear, working a Great Northern service from London King's Cross to King's Lynn. Okay, the next train to pass by is a Hull Train 800 from Harrogate to London King's Cross. (800-105). Also, there we have a Brighton to Cambridge coming through. (700-103). Then we have (700-019). The one going north is Brighton to Cambridge, and the one going south is Cambridge to London King's Cross. Also, we have a Hull Trains 802 coming through. (802-301) going from London King's Cross to Hull. Okay, the next train to pass by is a pair of Great Northern 307s from King's Lynn to London King's Cross. 307 204 leading. And 307 124 bringing up the rear. Okay, going behind me. (801-210) working a Hull train service from Edinburgh Waverley to London King's Cross. Didn't even know it was coming behind me. Also, we have something coming through as well. (700-120) working a service from Peterborough to Horsham. Okay, we've got a Thames Link 700 coming through. A coach. (700-002) working a service running a bit late, going from London King's Cross to Cambridge. So that means the Horsham or Peterborough will wait a bit. We'll wait a little bit. Can wait a little bit. Okay, we've got an 800 coming through. Wait for it. Bang! (800-110) working a As to be a 700 coming through. (700) The LLER 800 going north, going first, is London King's Cross to Aberdeen, and the Thameslink 700 following it down is Horsham to Peterborough. Okay, we have an LLER 800 coming through, bound for Leeds. (801-209), that must be taking over a 225, that I think. Yeah, this is working a taking over a whole train service from London King's Cross to Leeds. I wonder where the other 225 has gone, eh? Okay, the next train to pass by is a Hull Train 800 from Stirling to London King's Cross. Next, going full speed. (801-222). There's the wind. Okay, the next train to pass by is a Hull Train 800. (800-202) going, that's the wind, going from London King's Cross to Lincoln Central, and then we have a Thameslink 700 coming through, running about 2 minutes late from Cambridge to Brighton. (700-135). Okay, Freya 7201 leading. With Freya 7117 bringing up the rear. I couldn't be quick enough, afraid, because I was concentrating on the phone. Working a Great Northern service from London King's Cross to Ely. Okay, the next train to pass by is a pair of Hull Trains 801s from Leeds to London King's Cross. I'll get the number once it passes. 801-103 leading, and 801-111 bringing up the rear. Grade 2 from the driver there, thank you very much. Okay, the next train to pass by is a Thameslink 700 from Brighton to Cambridge. (700-129). And I'll keep recording as we have another Thameslink 700 coming down, going from, is it Royston to London King's Cross? Is that where it's going from, Anthony? Can you correct me? Can you correct me if that's right? I believe it is Royston. I'll leave it to Anthony. (700-009). Okay, we've got two trains coming down. The first one to go north is 700,054. Then we got a pair of Great Northern 307s coming down, going from Ely to London King's Cross. 307 113 leading. With 307 202 bringing up the rear. Also guys, the Thames Link going north is London King's Cross to Royston. Okay, the next train to pass by is a Hull Trains 802 from Beverley to London King's Cross. Full livery. (802 304). Okay, the next train to pass by is a Thames Link 700 from Peterborough to Horsham. (700 116). Okay, the next train to pass by is a Grand Central Atlante from Bradford Interchange to London King's Cross. Now I believe, if you correct me, I think that's 180 112. So I mean, don't correct me, Anthony. But I believe the number is 180 112. Because I did saw it on YouTube. Okay, the next train to pass by is a Thames Link 700. (700 124) going from Horsham to Peterborough. Okay, the next train to pass by is a Hull Train 800 going from London King's Cross to Edinburgh Waverley. (801 206). Wow, I actually got the timing correct. Okay, the next train to pass by is a Thames Link 700 from Cambridge to Brighton. (700 132). Okay, the next train to pass by is an LLER 225 set. So Bob's Grubson 91 109 leading. With 82 223 bringing up the rear, working an LLER 225 service from London King's Cross to Leeds. Okay, the next train to pass by is a pair of Hull Trains 801s from Bradford Fossil Square to London King's Cross. 801 107 leading, with 801 104 bringing up the rear. Okay, the next way to pass by is a pair of Grey Norton 307s. 307 207 leading, with 307 101 bringing up the rear. Working a Grey Norton service from London King's Cross to King's Lynn. Okay, the next way to pass by is a Thameslink 700 from Brighton to Cambridge. (700) 148. And I'll keep recording as we have another Thameslink 700 coming down, going from Cambridge to London King's Cross. (700) 039. Okay, the next train to pass by is a pair of Grey Norton 307s from King's Lynn to London King's Cross. 307 103 leading, with 307 102 bringing up the rear, running in the numerical order. Okay, the next train to pass by is a Lumo 803. 803 002. I thought there was no Lumo, but Anthony, you are wrong. There is one running. Working a Lumo service from London King's Cross to Edinburgh Waverley. Okay, the next train to pass by is a Thameslink 700. (700) 047, working a Thameslink service from London King's Cross to Cambridge. Grade 2 for the driver there, thank you very much. Pretty sure they can see what I'm doing. Okay, the next train to pass by is a Thameslink 700 from Peterborough to Horsham. (700) 136. Okay, the next train to pass by is a Grand Central Atlantic from London King's Cross to Bradford Interchange. 180 107. Okay, the next train to pass by is a Thameslink 700. (700) 108, working a Thameslink service from Horsham to Peterborough. Okay, we're going to have two trains passing through. First one to go north. 801 221. And we have 801 203. The Azuma going north is London King's Cross to Edinburgh Waverley, and then the one going south is Edinburgh Waverley to London King's Cross. Okay, the next train to pass by is a pair of Hull Trains 801s. 801 102 leading, and 801 109 bringing up the rear, working their pair of Hull Train service from London King's Cross to Leeds. Okay, the next train to pass by is a Hull Train 800. I shall have a check where that's going from, and I'll try and match the number when it goes through. (801 204). Okay, the next train to pass by is a Thameslink 700 from Cambridge to Brighton. (700) 103. The LLER Zoomer that went south of 801 204 going south was from Edinburgh Waverley. Okay, our final train is 801 226, which is the final train for part 1, working a Hull Train service from London King's Cross to York. Right guys, I'm going to leave part 1 there, and I'm going to go straight into part 2. Thank you all very much for watching, it is greatly appreciated. If you haven't seen any more trains to this part, the rest will be in, will be in part 2. So, hopefully I can get part 2 done and over. So guys, I hope you're all doing well. I will see you in part 2. Take care guys, goodbye.